Binge the full week of The Ray Taylor Show ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
The Ultimate Movie Championship, episode 98. The final episode of the Ultimate Movie Championship. This is the show where Keith Spurlock and myself, we sit down, we're given two movies at random from flickchart.com, and we must argue and fight over which of those movies is more deserving to be placed on top of our ultimate movie list, which you can find over at flickchart.com/IDP. This was the last episode that Keith and I ever filmed. We did not know it was going to be our last episode. Situations changed in where we were living in Denver at the time, and we're no longer able to live in Denver due to monetary reasons. And he didn't know, I didn't know this was going to be our last episode. This comes from the last episode of the Inspired Disorder podcast, which the Ultimate Movie Championship was a segment of. So it's been a great honor to be able to re-release the Ultimate Movie Championship as a standalone series in my new show, The Ray Taylor Show. But this is the last episode, episode 98. This is the last time Keith Spurlock and I will sit down and argue over movies. And our final list, the list that we came up with after doing this episode, is the same list that you will find over at flickchart.com/IDP. But let's see how it all plays out in this episode, the final episode of the Ultimate Movie Championship, right now. Starting off with our first two movies, The Mummy, the Brendan Fraser, probably the best Mummy movie. I say that.
Yes.
You know, I guess. Was the second one better than the first? Or second sequel to that one? I didn't like any of them, but
yeah, you hated them all.
but sure, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's the best Mummy movie,
yeah,
which
sure.
I'm giving it that credit.
That's good enough.
Versus the best version of The Departed.
I'd go with The Departed.
100%, 1,000%, $1,000,000%, a lot of percents.
It's a good movie.
You want to talk about jarring music cuts? The Departed is fucking the definition of that. Just hard cuts on music. On both ends that don't necessarily fit. The Abyss versus Transformers.
Abyss for life.
Oh, yeah.
That's my shit. I know you're not the biggest Abyss fan, but
well, you know, it's got a good matchup. It's got a favorable matchup.
It does.
So I mean, 1,000%
but
Abyss.
I dug Abyss.
Abyss is okay.
So
it's
much
slow
as a kid.
and boring and good CGI that pretty much holds up. The Girl Next Door versus Tremors 2. Have you seen Tremors 2?
Fuck yes, I've seen.
Okay.
I've seen like up to 4, I think.
When Jamie Kennedy took over?
I'm not sure, but it was when they could fly. The
right.
tiny ones could fly.
Yeah.
But Girl Next
Door.
Yeah.
Tremors 1. You want to talk about? I grew up in wasn't a small town.
We've talked about that, but
yeah.
still, Tremors 1 would have beat Girl Next Door.
Oh,
Girl
for
Next
sure,
Door
yeah.
destroys
Girl
Tremors
Next
2.
Yeah, Girl Next Door is a fun movie.
Yeah,
for sure.
Grab nerdy kid's got the big dick. Spoilers.
Jesus. Of all the things to like remember and tell everybody, that's the thing that stuck out in your head. Thirsty much?
That's kind of like the whole fucking arc of them.
I just remember that it was she. You know, she was a porn star, and he,
When
ends
they
up going
shot
out with
the
her.
porn.
I mean, I think I've only watched that movie like probably once or twice.
Yeah.
The Rugrats movie, which I can't remember. I loved the
I've probably
cartoon.
seen it. Yeah.
Platoon versus Signs.
Platoon.
I'll go with Platoon on this one. Aside from the end of Signs, I enjoy Signs. Major League 2.
Seen it?
No, I've seen it, but I literally can't remember. Fox and the Hound. No, I've seen it. Can't remember. I can't do either of these.
I've seen them both.
Coyote Ugly versus JFK.
Seen them.
Yeah.
Another Oliver North. We're going heavy Oliver North.
Oliver Stone.
Yeah. Oliver
You got
North,
halfway there.
Oliver North was the
Man.
guy during the Iran-Contra scandal.
Basically the same guy, right? They
Right,
both
whatever.
fell off in their careers
Yeah,
towards the end.
I'm going JFK in this one.
Yeah, sure. I would go most, even though I'm not a huge fan of most of the newer Oliver Stone movies. JFK was great.
It was fun.
And I mean, most everything would beat Coyote Ugly. I don't give a fuck about Coyote Ugly. Coyote Ugly is like Crossroads. It's like, all right.
This is interesting for me.
Sidekicks.
Tell me you've seen it.
Yep.
Tell me you've seen it.
Yep. I mean, it's not one of those movies that I remember watching a lot. Like, I probably rented it and watched it a couple times when I rented it. Patriot Games, I've for sure seen
I
a
loved
little bit
karate
more.
movies as a kid, and that was about a kid in a karate movie
Yeah,
with
but it's
Chuck
not
Norris.
Karate Kid, though. Karate Kid's like the
Joe
superior.
Piscopo was the bad guy. It was a lot of his imagination.
I see where you're going, Keith. I gotta go Patriot Games. I don't really give a shit about any of these.
No,
but
yeah, I'm sure Patriot
Out
Games
of, like,
wins.
out of karate movies from our childhood.
No, it's just
you know?
like literally. I haven't thought of sidekicks.
I haven't either.
In 10 years.
You know what?
It came up, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I fucking finally remember
Yeah.
watching that as a kid."
It's like what was the Three Ninjas?
Three Ninjas.
Like both of those movies, kind of similar.
Very
memory.
interchangeable. Yeah.
I mean, but those were like three kids.
Yeah. And this kid had asthma, and he was just like in his mind, imagine that fucking.
And then he can
He's
breathe. He was
super
like
tough,
the Tom Cruise
so,
thing.
but we'll go Patriot Games.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
hey, shout out to Sidekicks.
For sure, shout out. I'm not hating. Sidekicks can beat some shit. For sure. Bring on Sidekicks versus Donnie Darko any day. I have seen
Over the Hedge.
Me too. Okay. It's Steve Carell is the squirrel, right?
I'm not sure. But
It was kind of a fun animated movie.
Okay.
Rain of Fire, kind of a decent.
I like Rain of Fire.
Yeah, it was all right.
I'm
good with Rain of
going
Fire.
Rain of Fire
Yeah.
on this one, but Matthew
alright with it.
McConaughey, Christian Bale,
It was
like
all right.
earlier,
Kind of post-apocalyptic meets Game
dragons.
of Thrones.
Yeah, like fuck yeah, it was
Yeah.
London and dragons and fucking. At one point, Matthew McConaughey jumps off a tall building with an axe and fucking axes a dragon in the head. It's fucking awesome.
Right. Sure. I just got some really good swag when that movie came out in theaters. Like really high-end barbecue utensils. Like just really thick, giant metal.
Yeah,
Django Unchained
like the poster.
versus Barbarella. I haven't seen Barbarella.
Really?
Nah.
Huh.
I tried watching. I was like,
It's okay,
I don't
it's
give a
whatever.
shit. I have seen Shooter.
Me too.
Shooter versus Django Unchained.
Django.
That's right.
The D is silent.
Django. Down Periscope, which watched recently,
love that
versus
movie.
The Incredible Hulk.
That's a guilty, fucking terrible movie for me.
Yeah.
But Down Periscope beats the
No.
that Incredible Hulk.
I go Incredible Hulk all day. Wait, which one is that one?
That's the
Is that
Ed
the?
Norton.
Okay, yeah, I'm going with that one for sure.
I'm
If
going-
that was the Ang Lee one, I'd go with Down
Going
Periscope.
Down Periscope.
All right, we're going to the judges, people. So if we can't make a decision, we go to Rotten Tomatoes. Our judges, we go to the critic score. If that gets a tie, which has happened a few times, we will go to fan score. But starting off, Down Periscope. Thank you for not making
It's
me
gonna be
spell that.
terrible, but whatever.
Oh, for sure.
12. Wow. Wow.
I wonder what the record is.
61 on fan.
Yeah, but that's
12.
That's probably. I would bet that's very similar to the scores for
Batman,
Suicide
Superman,
Squad.
and Suicide Squad.
Yeah. So Down Periscope versus The Incredible, fucking.
2008.
Ooh,
yeah, next
The
one now.
Incredibles.
67.
67. Close. Why is that still loading? All right, The Incredible Hulk. Forgetting Sarah Marshall versus The Fugitive.
I didn't kill my wife.
I
don't care.
The one-eyed man. I never watched the show.
It wasn't me. It was the one armed man.
I love that movie. But Forgetting Sarah Marshall is good. I go with Fugitive.
Sure.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall's all right, but I'm not a
Forgetting
big
Sarah
fan
Marshall's
of.
fun. Like
I'm not a big fan of
Russell.
Yeah, he's good in like the first time he did a movie, and then it's like, oh, he's just doing the same thing every.
I
That's
felt like
just
this
him.
was his first version, and then Get Him to the Greek was a continuation of this
Maybe.
movie because it was the same
Yeah, but-
character. But he was in.
I know I've seen him in other shit, and he's the fucking he's
He was
the
in the
same
remake of fucking
the
Arthur.
same in JRE.
Yeah.
He was the exact same fucking like it's same thing on Hot Wings. Like I'm just gonna Hot Ones. Fucking I'm just gonna go pontificate
Yeah.
and just riff, which he does a good job.
Yeah, he's
but
not
that's
bad
all
at
he
it.
does in everything. And I don't need to see him in movies, which I'm glad he hasn't been in any. What were we going with? Fugitive?
Yeah.
We're going Fugitive? All right. Big Trouble in Little China versus...
Haven't seen it.
Oh, it's pretty good. This film is not yet rated. Documentary about the MPAA and how fucking retarded it's made. It's like run by anonymous housewives.
I probably have seen that.
It's
now
good.
that you say that, but
It's a good documentary. Big Trouble in Little China versus Blade.
Big Trouble in Little China.
100% Taji.
And I like Blade, but
I
Big Trouble in Little China
don't.
is my shit. Oh,
The better version of
this is Cage versus the
Logan
This is
Lucky.
a fucking cage match right here.
This is a cage match, people. Coming in from the blue corner, we have Raising Arizona versus Ripped Cage Con Air.
down.
I mean, Raising Arizona for sure. It's an easy cage off. I love it. I mean, they're both great cage movies. I can't hate on Cage.
This is tougher for me. I don't have that immediate which one is
Yeah.
better.
The only thing for Con Air, like it
10 years apart.
it ends kind of like. I mean, it's Raising Arizona from top to bottom, great movie.
Yes.
I mean, fucking
What
Coen
part of
Brothers.
Con Air isn't a great movie?
There's a lot of amazing moments in Con Air. Don't get me wrong, but the movie itself is not, there's not good parts in the movie. That's why it's
so many weird.
That's why it's not like
weird
huge.
stars in Con Air.
It's
Steve
great,
Buscemi.
great casting.
Dave Chappelle,
Fucking
Danny Trejo,
John Malkovich.
John Malkovich is the big bad.
Did you say Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
Cue Ball or no?
Yeah, it was Cue Ball was his name. Then you got Nick Cage. Wasn't Vin Rames in there?
Yeah. Which Vin Rames
he
did his
did.
Vin Rames shit, but
He did.
I mean,
he did, huh?
it's not crazy seeing Vin Rames, and it's crazy
But
seeing
I'm
everybody
saying
else. in
like
it. Yeah.
all
I'm just
those.
saying you went from A list to B list as far as the casting and that.
Vin Rames was.
It's
an
crazy
A-list at
seeing
one
Vin
point.
Rames in a fucking crazy Michael Bay action movie.
I'll
All
go-
these other
I'll go
actors.
Raising Arizona.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not giving Con Air shit. I love Con Air. Con Air's going to beat a lot of shit. I've said that way too much on this fucking show. And it has beat shit.
It's a cage match.
But Raising Arizona is like basically what Logan Lucky was trying to do. By the way, Logan Lucky, just to touch on that, what the fuck did the bomb do? Fucking nothing. They ended up hooking a vacuum up to one of the tubes and just sucking everything out. The bomb literally did nothing. Just think about that. Raising Arizona. The bomb didn't do anything. It made things smoke. I guess that he just wanted a smoke bomb. Good thing they broke the guy out of prison for a smoke bomb, so that they could smoke in the thing. I don't know. It's a weird thing that I've been thinking about.
I
It's like,
haven't
what the
thought
fuck
about
did the
that.
bomb do? Jarhead, one of the fucking most useless fucking movies I've ever seen in my entire life. Well made, useless movie. Give it credit for that. Acting was great.
Trading Places.
Directing was great. Yeah, but Trading Places is, I mean, it's one of
It's
those
fun.
comedies.
It's fun.
I like it.
It's better than Jarhead.
Oh yeah. I mean, Jarhead just wasn't good. If we're in a battle for like not as horrible, Jarhead won't lose as much to.
Hey,
some
did you
movies.
say you wanted some Ang Lee Hawk? Because we've got some Ang Lee Hawk.
I said it because I know how this website works. It listens to us.
It really does.
You always have to request shit. What do you want to see next? Let's see if it works. Think of a
Stanley
movie.
Kubrick. I want
No,
some
why would you
Stanley
do
Kubrick.
that? First off, Stanley Kubrick comes up all the time. That's not weird.
All
Call
right.
out something weird that hasn't come out.
All right, I want a fucking Cheech and Chong movie. Haven't
that.
Cheech and Chong. Cheech and Chong.
love
Cheech
it.
and Chong.
Cheech and Chong has come up once because it is an album cover of ours, but probably only that one time, I think.
Okay.
All right, Cheech and Chong. Let's see if it works.
Cheech and Chong.
But that's not what we're working with right now, Keith. Right now we're working with Planet Terror, one of the two Grindhouse features. Buckets
This
of
is
Blood
the Robert Rodriguez version.
versus the Ang Lee's Hulk, starring Eric Bana, which kind of tanked his career. He was like one of those rising guys, and then he did this, and is like, oh, okay.
He could have been the next Hugh Jackman because he's Australian, but
yeah.
he was like, oh, shit, the Hulk.
This one's very easy for
Planet
me.
Terror.
Yeah. I kind of enjoy Planet Terror
It's okay.
for what it was trying to do. It's not like
She
it was,
got a machine gun leg.
yeah. It was, as far as ridiculous movies, it was a really fun ridiculous movie.
It was definitely a precursor to Machete.
Machete was the fake trailer between the two movies
Yes, it
that
was.
became
Yeah.
the
James
movie.
and the Giant Peach versus the Starsky and Hutch movie. James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah, I can't even honestly say I've seen all of James and the Giant Peach.
Really?
It's kind of, yeah. I think they played it in class
It's
a few
okay,
times,
man.
but
it's fucking good.
I wanted
it's
it
good
to
stop
win.
motion.
I've seen Starsky and Hutch, and I haven't. I
It's
just
not
wanted
good.
the one I've seen.
With Snoop Dogg as Huggy Bear.
It's horrible.
Karate Kid versus Starsky and Hutch. Karate Kid.
Speaking of the best karate
the
movie,
Karate Kid. Sorry, I don't want to.
Yeah,
degrade.
Jesus.
Just skip the like.
Yeah,
You don't say Ohio State. You say the Ohio State.
I usually just don't bring up that state.
Yeah, I'm from there, so kind of have to.
Prereq. Karate Kid.
Yeah. Two more.
Sorry, the Karate Kid.
Dos más.
Oh shit! Alien Covenant. Talk about a fucking what is that called when it's of the time?
Zeitgeist.
That's not the
Ish?
word I was
I don't
saying. It doesn't
know.
matter. Alien Covenant versus the best of the
El Mariachi.
El Mariachi trilogy, Desperado.
Desperado.
Yeah, for sure.
Just for the opening. Wait, Cheech Marin was the
We're
bartender.
getting close.
We're getting close.
I mean, we did get Robert Rodriguez right off the bat, and he's worked with him for a few times, right? Did he do?
Dust Till Dawn, where Cheech played 8 characters.
Pussy, get your pussy here.
Pussy, 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 pussy lovers.
Have you seen Saved?
Yes. Mandy Moore. Love that movie, actually.
Oh, I didn't like it at all.
You didn't like it?
Fuck no.
Macaulay
I want to
Culkin?
see a movie about Christians and like the drama that they go through. And I know it's like losing whatever. I didn't give a fuck about
liked
that
it.
movie. It wasn't bad, but I didn't give a fuck.
I
about
liked it. I
Versus-
actually owned it. I don't own
Oh,
Kindergarten
Jesus.
Cop.
Jesus.
Well, it was
That's a big
It was a
statement.
burnt copy, but
So
whatever.
that's
I
not
owned it.
owning. You had it. Owning is like, oh, I went and bought it. Unless you bought a burned copy, which I would have sold you it. Saved versus Kindergarten Cop, the original, not the sequel.
Dolph Lundgren?
That is basically a remake, which is weird.
I'm going Saved on this one.
No, fuck no. Kindergarten Cop all day. Yeah.
It's
There's
not
no way I'm
too
going for Saved.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't give a
Like,
Saved shouldn't be.
I really don't
anywhere.
care about either of these movies,
I
but
don't either, but Saved I don't. I actively.
well, you can't even if you even spell it right, you can't even fucking get it.
Was Saved by the Bell the first one?
Saved the last.
Saved. Oh wow. Well, saw that one.
Yep, 61.
61
Not bad.
for Saved.
Kindergarten
It was
Cop.
rated well. This has got to be horrible. Wait,
No, not the.
sorry. Kindergarten
Ah.
Cop.
61 versus
12.
51.
That's
not bad. Not
a
bad.
lot better than I thought it would be.
Same fan and critic score. You don't see that a lot.
Definitely. Agreed.
Saved.
Damn,
One more.
that's disappointing.
Uno más.
Training Day versus That Thing You Do. Woo woo. That's a movie I saw in school. That's what public school does. You get to see a lot of movies
thing you do,
in English class.
break my heart into a million pieces, like you always do.
You.
I really like that. Steve Zahn, your boy, is in that shit. The bass player.
sure. He's been in a lot better.
Yeah.
I would prefer Joyride to That Thing You Do.
No way. I actually,
Candy
I really
cane.
liked that thing you do.
You know what
but
that thing you do reminds me of? Girls, No Crying in Baseball. What is that fucking movie?
A League of Their Own. I love that
Yeah.
movie too.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
But Training Day for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna end it on Training Day.
I'm good with that. That's the easy one.
Boom.
Get yourself $25 in new credit when you sign up for your great new cell phone service over at Ting. Go through my link, inspireddisorder.com/Ting. Sign up now with that link, and you get yourself $25 to put towards a new device, put towards your service. But it's a great quality service that you do not pay an arm and a leg for. I love it. I've been using it for years and pay so very little. I could almost pay 2 months of my cell phone bill with $25 credit that you get for free when you go through my link, inspireddisorder.com/Ting. That's TING, inspireddisorder.com/Ting. Make sure you follow Keith Spurlock on Twitter at Keith Spurlock1. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com. And follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!
We're gonna end it on Training Day. Boom.